Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do a side flip. First of all, I just want to tell you I did not learn this on the trampoline first. I actually learned it going off of electrical boxes. But because you guys might not want to just practice on the ground yet, I'll show you guys how to do it on the trampoline, and then we can progress towards ground. Another thing, a good thing to learn is probably the front flip before this. It's a good prerequisite. The reason I don't say do a back flip first is because once you do a backflip, you get used to doing the rotation of a backflip, making it harder to do a side flip, which is basically just a barrel roll in the air. So, without further ado, let's get on the trampoline and let's learn the side flip. Alright, if you don't have a trampoline at home, you just go do it off electric. You just kind of skip ahead to the part where I do it off of stuff. I have a tutorial on how to do front flips on the trampoline. That would be helpful if you don't know how to do one already. But if you do, then let's just do this. Okay, so like I said, literally a side flip is just a barrel roll in the air. Here's a barrel roll, and here's the air. If you do it, you combine them together, you get the side flip. Really, if you want to try doing this on the trampoline, roll across your shoulders. So don't do it on your back. Roll on your shoulders, not your back. Once you get that down, really you just gotta kind of send it. You just kind of jump. When you tuck, you either want to tuck under, which I don't recommend doing. You can tuck on your knees or your shins, like you were a front flip. Or you could tuck on your ankles, which will get you spinning faster and will probably be most helpful to you if you're learning it. Tuck in your ankles. Now, it's okay if you don't land it first try. If you land on your knees, that's okay. Remember, you're not going backwards, you're not going forward, you're going sideways. So you're gonna throw your head sideways, and you're gonna look at the ground where you wanna land. When you do that, and make sure that you're going in a straight line. If you don't look at where you're landing, say like this way, I can still do it, that's because I'm used to the rotation. Try looking where you're landing. That'll also help you if you're not making full rotation, to just be able to prepare to brace for the landing better. So that's really it. Don't overthink anything I said. Just kind of go for it. It's really easy. Really the main problem for most people is getting the sideways rotation. So as long as you're working that, you'll be good on the trampoline. So there's a few different ways you can do this next part. You can either try just flipping off of stuff, or you can try jumping onto something and then flipping off of it, which is what I did. Just don't pause in between the jumping on and then jumping off. It should be immediate. Otherwise, you might not have enough momentum to carry your rotation. Or, I mean, if you're feeling really good, you can try just sending it on the ground, but I probably wouldn't do that. So, what I was planning was here. It's a big drop. You could try just flipping off of here. But I don't really recommend that. First of all, if you're not really wanting drops or anything, then definitely don't flip off of it if you're not comfortable jumping off of it. Another thing is you could jump onto something then flip off. Honestly, I found that those small electrical boxes work perfect for that. If you live in a neighborhood, you'll probably be able to find one easily. If not, there's these smaller ledges, but like I said, if you don't feel like just dropping, then don't do that. And then I'm not gonna go over to an electrical box right now because I just have other places. So for my purposes, I'm going to show you on this stump. Yes, this stump does have a drop here. Now if you want, you can either jump to where it goes down. You can drop to where it goes down. You can even just go sideways, or if you're feeling like it, you can run up and then flip up, which probably wouldn't be the best idea. So let's go ahead and start practicing on this. Okay, so like I said earlier, when you jump on, you want to immediately pop off into the flip. If you don't do that, then you're probably not going to make the rotation, you're going to fall on your face. If you don't feel like you're comfortable with doing something like a stump, do something bigger, okay? I don't want anyone actually getting hurt trying to attempt a side flip. Now, it's really going to be the same thing as on a trampoline. You're going to go, jump on, and flip off. Really, just don't overthink anything. When you overthink something, then you're going to mess up. So really, you just got to get into the motion of jump, look, tuck, keep spotting, and then land. So hopefully it'll look like this. Pretty much just like that. Now, if you don't make the rotation all the way, that's okay. Just don't flip on a concrete. If you have a pad or something, then use that. But just keep doing this. This is literally how I learned the side flip. As you saw there, I had my hands out as if I was about to fall. It's okay. Just try jumping up more if that happens. Yeah. Now these may look like soft beat side flips, but I am landing on uneven ground right here, so that can be expected. This is probably a really bad example to use, but it's kind of what I've got right now. And once you get that down, then you can move on to the next step. So you guys probably thought I was gonna go, all right, I did the electrical box, I did it off the thing, we're gonna go straight to ground. No, not yet. The next step is actually we're gonna do it on the truck. If you don't have a truck, or you feel like your truck's too tall, or it's not parked next to grass, probably don't do this. If you feel comfortable enough to do it on ground, do it on ground. If you don't, try whatever you can to have this step done, because I feel like this is pretty important. The reason I feel like this is important is because you're not going to get a running start. You're just going to be jumping and flipping and landing. Now this part is probably tricky, and if you really don't feel comfortable doing this, don't do it. You can skip on to where I try doing it on ground. But I feel like this is important. It helps you know your power and know your rotation, so that way you're more comfortable doing the flip. First off, and I know this may seem silly, make sure you're comfortable with the drop first. Make sure you know you're going to land on something soft like grass. Don't land on concrete, that's probably not a good idea. And then, once you feel like you're ready for it, what you can do is you can just jump, or you can try leaning, kind of like a Webster, or you can try popping. Now, it was a lot easier before these bars were here, but we're just gonna go for it. So what you're gonna do, literally you're gonna stand at the edge, and you're just gonna go through the motion of doing the flip without the running start. So you're just gonna go. Just like that. And then if you need the running start and need something to like fall, you can do that. When you do the falling one, you can kick your leg out like it's a Webster. That actually made me rotate a lot faster. I hadn't thought of that before. But when you're doing it, do it as if it's a Webster. It also, if you're just following me into it, it might be helpful to, like a Webster, tuck under your thighs. If you do that, it might make it a lot easier. And then finally, we just have the popping. So you just kind of jump and pop, which is a lot harder don't recommend doing it just jumping, getting the motion, or trying to fall into it. It's probably the best way to go. And then once you're good with that, or you've skipped this step, then you can move on to trying it on ground. Alright guys, the moment has come. We're going to do it on flat ground. Now, we're not just going to go straight and doing it on concrete. We're going to go from concrete onto grass. Or if you don't feel like you can do that, grass onto grass. You can do it on a little hill to start if you feel like that'll make you feel better. Really, it's the same thing. You just gotta make sure you tuck right and make sure that you jump high enough that you're able to flip. But then again, don't overthink it. If you overthink it, you're probably going to mess up. So now let's just do this, yeah? Like I said, it's the same thing. You just kind of do it. And then hopefully if you've mastered all the other steps, this should be easier. It might take some time, but if you felt comfortable after practicing all the other things, then yeah, you'll be able to do it. And sorry if this tutorial was not really a quick learn unless you did it really fast. I know that it's probably one of those that you're like, oh, I actually have to pause the video and go do this first. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't like watching those, but I feel like this actually helps. So there you guys go, learning the side flip. I hope you guys liked this video and I hope it helped you. If you did, please comment and like. And then if you want to see more tutorials or just more cool videos, please subscribe. Check out some of my other videos to see what else I can do. And then comment below if you have any tutorials and any trick you see me do. So, or want any tutorials and any trick you see me do. And see you later, guys.